Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and this is going to be finally the review on the Reeve knife that I picked up at the gun show a couple weekends ago. And as a guest star, I have here with me a Shy Guy. And if you guys don't know who this is actually a character from the Super Mario Brothers games. And this is actually going to be a shout out to my buddy Exacto here on YouTube. He actually features one of these guys in a couple of his videos, so I figured he'd get a kick out of this one. I actually picked him up today. I saw him at the store and I started laughing, so I figured I'd give him a little camera time there. But without further ado, here is the knife. Now this isn't going to be a full-blown review, just because I don't have a lot of experience with these type of knives. So this is going to be more of my opinions and my philosophy on what I'm going to use it for and things like that. So just take it as that. Now I have been looking at the Reeve knives for a while, just because just like my Emerson, I kind of wanted to elevate my knife experience with better blades, better quality, better materials and things like that. So picked up the Emerson and I picked up the Reeve just to be able to test those out and see how they work and see the difference between your regular production knives. I've seen a couple of videos on these on YouTube already from a bunch of different guys. Zippo this, knife that, has a great collection. He actually got me really interested in the Reeve knives also. John Wayne Colt 45, among other people. And I definitely wanted to pick one up. So what I picked up is the Small Sebenza 21, as you guys can see there. Now the reason that I picked this one up is because I wanted to get an entry-level Reeve knife. So obviously, based on pricing and based on size and things like that, this is, in my opinion, what that would fall under. Now, I'm not going to be using this knife as an everyday carry knife, and just the reason for it is because I really like the styling of it, but I was very apprehensive at spending the money on it, so I definitely don't want anything to happen to it. So I mean, I do know that it could probably handle anything that I throw at it, but just this is going to be more of a knife that I would wear when I dress up, maybe when I wear a suit, go out to dinner or something like that. And if you guys subscribe to Cutlery Lover here on YouTube, he's got a knife similar to this one, and which he has in this really awesome sheath that he had custom made for it. And that's actually his philosophy as well. He kind of uses it when he dresses up and goes out and whatnot. So I figured that was pretty fitting of this knife itself. So you guys all know the white box. Let me go ahead and break into it. Right inside the box, you've got the tool there. You got the knife. Let me set it off to the side here. And then you have the card here. Small Sebenza 21 S30V titanium, September 23rd, 2010 is the date. So it's a fairly young knife there. Now, right off the bat, you can definitely see the styling, how it separates itself from other knives with the cloth here. It gives you a feel that it's definitely more of a custom knife, even though it is a production knife. But normally your knives would come in like bubble wrap or plastic or something like that. So this definitely sets it aside. And there is the knife itself. Now, at first glance and first feel, this knife feels great in the hand. The ergonomics are really nice, and just the color styling, from the color of the handle to the color of the blade to the subtle blue hints in the thumb stud and the pins and stuff like that, to the lanyard here. It didn't go overboard with the lanyard. It's just a plain black lanyard, just to kind of not take away from the knife itself, and I really enjoy that. When you open up the knife, it locks up really nice, very sturdy lock up there. The titanium feels great in your hand, and even the jimping right on top, it's very functional. Great blade shape. This is almost a 3-inch blade, 2.94 inches, I believe. Great weight on the knife, 3 ounces. Perfect for everyday carry. If you definitely wanted to do that, you could. I think you'd barely feel it in the pocket. I've carried it once or twice just to kind of get a feel for it, and it feels great. S30V blade is razor sharp out the box, and obviously, what can I say about that steel? It holds its edge really nice, and you can definitely hone it up really sharp. So this knife has definitely renewed my love for knives. And like I said before, I don't consider myself a collector, but I do have a couple of knives, quite a bit amount of knives, I would say. So you could definitely define it as a collection. But this knife, I mean, you know, you see a lot of videos of people that say, you know, if there was one knife in your collection you couldn't give up. A lot of people pick this knife or you know, any along the lines of the Chris Reeve knives, and I can definitely see why. I mean, you know, everything from the, you know, the pocket clip is very minimal. You know, you know, but it's just great retention, fits great on the, you know, on the handle itself. When you hold it in your hand, you could barely feel it in there. Even though this is the Small Sebenza, you know, it's great. You know, you get great purchase on it. You know, a full 4-finger wrap around the handle. Even if I wanted to take off the lanyard, you know, I could, and I wouldn't miss it as far as the ergonomics would go. But you know, I'm definitely going to leave it on there just because I want the stylings of the knife to stay, you know, how the manufacturer intended. So you know, obviously that's why I would keep it there. Like I said, you know, not too familiar with the with, you know, just the whole lines of Chris Reeve knife, but you know, I'm really getting into it. Really interesting. I'm obviously not going to try and go overboard like some people do, but I've heard it's you know, it's almost like when you get a tattoo. Once you get one, you just want another one and another one. So, and it's true. I mean, you know, I picked this one up, and you know, same day I was already online, kind of looking at other ones, but you know, it took me a while to get this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy it. You know, just the blade shape and everything about the knife itself is it's very, you know, very appealing, and I think it's pretty appealing across the masses. You know, it's not a knife that only certain people are gonna like and other people aren't gonna like. I think you know, the majority of, you know, in my opinion, the majority of people will definitely, you know, like this knife. So if any of you guys out there are actually thinking about maybe picking something up that's a little bit, you know, better quality, maybe better build, better materials than your typical production knife, even though this is a production knife, I would definitely recommend it. You know, this is you know, it's something that, you know, if you definitely want to consider yourself a collector, you should have as part of your collection. You know, among other type of knives and manufacturers and things like that. But you know, just overall great stylings in the knife. There's nothing it's nothing bad I could really say about it. You know, I might try and look for something either similar to this or along the same lines to actually try and use it as an everyday carry. So that's going to be my probably, you know, my next goal, maybe within this year, to try and pick up another one, maybe a large one or another one just like this one to carry it on a daily basis, just because of how great it feels in the hand. So there it is, guys. S30V blade, titanium scale, or titanium handles, I should say. 3 ounces, almost a 3-inch blade. Great for everyday carry. You can't beat this knife. Let me know if you guys have any questions. And again, there's the Shy Guy helping me out with the review. All right, guys. Thanks.